Today I'm going to be making a cherry pie cake. Join me. Started off with putting some buttercream onto the cake board so that it won't move around as I am decorating the cake. I put on my initial crumb coat and I did not bother with putting on another final coat because this is going to be covered pretty thoroughly with other icing, and it's not going to need to be we're not going to need to have a blank canvas to do that. So this is just doing a general crumb coat to keep the crumbs off of the final coats. I started with putting some red dots on the entirety of the top of this little cake. And this is just a small 6-inch single layer cake. It's just for a little cute novelty cake. Initially I was trying to keep those points from happening, but I wasn't having much luck. So I'll address that later once I'm finished getting all of these dots onto the cake. So I used a larger round tip initially, and then after I finished going over the bulk of this, I went back in with a smaller round tip. You see me doing that here, and I went in anywhere where I could still see white coming through those bigger round dots. These are my cherries. After I couldn't see any more cherries inside here, I went around the rest of the edge just to make sure that I had cherries along the entire edge of this. Here what I'm doing is I'm addressing those peaks that were coming as I was piping the cherries onto the top of the cake. And I have a glove on and I'm running my finger under hot water, and then I'm just kind of pushing these down. Periodically I have to rerun my finger underneath the water, and I'm using a paper towel just to dry them off so the glove is warm. So it's just melting them down and it's getting rid of those peaks that are showing initially, and it really does a great job at getting rid of that to make these look like cherries. After I'm finished with that, I am now adding my strips of dough across the top of this with a tan colored icing. And I'm just going to do kind of like going one way, and then I'll take this icing the other way as well, just so we can see those cherries peeking through. And I'm allowing it to go down over the edge because this excess is just going to be helpful when I do the side of the cake with this tan icing to be the side of the crust. And now I'm just running along the entire edge of this to create the side of my crust, and paying a special amount of attention on the top of this crust because that's actually the edge of the crust that always looks so pretty on a real pie. So now I'm going to smooth out the side of the crust on this cake. And it's starting to look like a pie here. I'm cleaning up the cake board a bit because it is a bit messy from where I had the top strips coming down the side. And now lastly, I'm going over all of the edge again, really making that edge prominent, that rippled edge that always looks so nice on a pie. And I do 2 layers of that edging around the entire cake to simulate that pie crust. Pretty easy cake, just a fun little novelty 6-inch cake, just to have some fun decorating this. And that's really all that it takes to do this cake. I do thank you for coming to join me. I would love if you would come back again as I do other content for my channel, and please feel free to like, comment, and share. And this is what the final product looks like. And I really had a great time doing this. Something simple and fun, and just a great little cake here. Anyone can do this. I really had a good time with it. Thank you so much, and come back again.